everything that's set up. We will just check. It is a lovely clock. Right. Now, how do I set the quality of that? I can't because it's not playing yet. Hang on. A minute. I don't know how to turn on my own video on my other phone. Right. I've been live for 30 seconds, but I haven't figured this out. I knew something was going to go funny. Right. YouTube. Yes. No, that's a different video. I don't know how to use this phone. Right. Your channel. Hey, there you go. Now I can set my chat up so I can see. Ooh, yes, it is. Oh, there I am. I'm on the screen. Hello, Smokers. There you are. You're on the screen. Right. And with that sorted, probably put that over there for a minute. So I don't think there's any audience here at this point in time. Well, it's just after 11 o'clock. So, hello and welcome to this episode of Beaglington Live. And now I did a video in the summer, a live video, where I tried to do a sort of a live episode. I'm kind of unscripted, one or two things sort of planned. I've got a random assortment of trains that I can try and put on. It doesn't matter if you're tuning in now, it doesn't matter if you're tuning in a year's time. It's just the idea of trying to make a live episode of Beaglington-On-Sea. So, this is going to be fun, isn't it, Smushpuss? And don't knock any diesels off this time. So, I'm going to start with the outside line. As we go round and round in circles, it's Henry with a train of vans, probably the Flying Kipper, copyright matter, or whatever. So he's playing the Flying Kipper because I was up very early this morning attempting to film stuff for my Halloween special, and that was the train I was using in that. Very, very briefly, mind. But that's running. And then on the middle line, we have Alton Hall in its red Great Western livery. Of course, you'll know it as the Hogwarts Express locomotive. Now, I was going to run Helming Hall, which is somewhere behind me, but it's not working. So it has a TTS Hall class chip in it for the sound, but the sound works, the wheels don't go around. So I said, alright, I'll take that out and put a blanking plate in. While I left it in, I just swapped in a blanking plate. That didn't work. So I stripped down the whole thing. I cleaned out the excess grease, cleaned the wheels and everything like that, and nothing. The motor had some life, but I honestly can't figure it out. So for now, Helming Hall is a paperweight. So we'll pop that there, and we'll start the one that's running on the inside line. So I did want to run sound today, and I think I've reset the CD back to 8, so it should be quieter than normal. And so I have the J15. Now, we're very lucky that this is running as well, because just as I was setting up, I noticed that one of the wires that connects the power system to the inside line had come apart. So there I was under the railway with masking tape trying to get it all back together. So we'll just stop that there in the station. You might be able to see, I don't know, because the camera's not brilliant with live compared to doing an actual episode, is that I have a sound train with pumpkin wagon, because of course it's spooky season. There is some sort of guinea pig with a carrot in the lamp wagon. Then I've got a Northeastern van, a Coca-Cola van, a garden wagon with some sort of bonfire thing on my girls, and a plastic line on a low mat, kind of like the line of Solo from Thomas the Tank Engine, and then of course a Z-van, because the girls like the fact that it has a dog compartment. So that's going to get moving. And I'll try to move the camera so you can see the things going around, just like a real episode, but you'll have to be a bit shaky for a few seconds. Right. See now if we can get this down and in focus. Probably not, because this is Beaglington-On-Sea. And then we have Henry coming around with his shifty looking eyes. And you can see over there my tomatoes are so tall that they're no longer in the picture. And there's also a pot of grass that my daughter Charlotte has planted as well. So here comes the hall class now. I can still think it looks splendid in red. So we'll speed up the J15 now. Oh, that was weird. I meant to look at the camera and it wasn't just white. I'm moving the camera around here. You can see dear old Smith clip. And then we have the pumpkin wagon there. And there's Henry going past. I don't know, did anyone see poor Edward took a drive off the end of the railway a couple of episodes ago? He's not dead, but he is, well, it's annoying as usual. And so I know that there might not necessarily be as many people around for this live stream because it's in the morning, and also because there's a great electric train show on, so a lot of model railway people might be attending that. Obviously that's a bit too far for me to go, but I hope everyone's having a nice time with it. And maybe they'll watch the stream when they get home, who knows. So as you can see, the Paw Patrol for some reason are on this bridge, and they appear to be damaging it. So I have to repair that. That's Rocky, I think. That belongs to my daughter. Goodness me. But you can see now that it's removed actually, that I actually painted or crayoned the lip of this bit of capstone for this wall. So if you were looking up from below, you'd see it was all sooty, just like under here. And you might also be able to see that the cat has been really attacking this corner of the railway and using it as a scratching post. Yes, we're talking about uselessness. Right, I'll move the camera back around. I do have something to show you between the running of different types of the trains. I say, I don't know why the camera quality doesn't look as good. I don't think I can change that, really. It's probably because it's dark this time of year. Don't forget, if you've got anything to say, you can use the chat function as well. I will look at that. Or if you're watching it afterwards, you can use the comment function. And I added extra mastering tip to my tripod, so the camera can be out to it. You comfortable? Yeah. So, that's all running nicely, which is surprising. I've got the next fuel wagon I reviewed and the sand phones wagon I reviewed just in the siding behind the mountain. The angle reception noise is gone. A bit too cold for that now, I'd say. So I have to think of something that's not on the green at some point. I'm also already thinking about ideas for the Christmas special, but I don't want to give too much away. Right. I'll just go see that something I've got set up is ready. Right, so I'll just stop the trains when they come back around to this side so I can change them over in a minute. But I have something to show you, like I would normally do in a segment on Beaglington-On-Sea normal show, and I think it's quite interesting. So I'm going to stop Bolton Hall, get the first act, I'm going to stop Henry, and then I'm going to stop to clear for feed. There we go. And then using the one function button, I can turn the sound off. So I'm now going to take the camera and I'll just put the chat there so I can see what's going on. And I'm going to move the camera so I can show you something below the layout. Ooh, hello, Smushbus. So it's down here. And when I get this into a miniature tripod, there we go, I can show you. So, it's alright, you'll be back on camera in a minute, Smushbus. So what we have here, as you may have seen in a short that I did like 2 years ago, is the Triang Big Blue Flyer Class 35 high mech, battery-powered O-gauge locomotive designed for outdoor use. So this was made between 1966 and 1972. It was made by Triang, and they also had sold the tools to Novo in the USSR and AGM or something like that in America. And then it was pirated and made in Hong Kong or China or something for the Australian market. And so there are some out there. The system is pretty cool, but unfortunately it never really made a profit. It was sold too cheaply for exports, so they didn't recoup money there. The tooling probably would have cost a lot of money. Originally, it was going to have glazing. It has little sprigs inside the cab, but there was never going to be cost effective to actually do that. So they never did that. And this diesel was running in my short, and then it stopped running for a long time. And I tried to get a hold of one of these coaches, which is actually the thing that I'm going to show you. It's the coach that goes with it. And you'll see that there is a difference in colour between the two. They're different shades of blue. This one's slightly paler, slightly greener, and this is much brighter. It's probably been kept out of the sun. So this is sort of like a Mark II Blue Pullman kind of coach. And I tried to buy one of these from someone on eBay. And what arrived, I got it shipped to my mum's, was this coach, which is a Lima O-gauge coach, which is very nice and is probably worth more money, but wasn't what I needed. So eventually I managed to get a hold of one of these coaches, and I think I got it from Hatton's actually, and it was pretty cheap. You can buy different detail pieces for these that people have made, like 3D printed or something like that, online to give it an interior if you wanted to, whereas this one has an interior. So it's kind of funny though, because, well, it's funny to me, when Triang sold tooling or loan tooling, whatever, to Lima to start an O-gauge range called Jumbo, where they tooled up their own sort of stuff based on the system. Lima then went on to do more O-gauge stuff, and this is a Lima O-gauge thing. So in a way, there's sort of like very distant relations, if I've got my facts right. I can't say comprehensively that I am right, but I believe that that is the story. So I've got these, and I haven't actually tested this. It was working, then it wasn't working, and I've put batteries in it, but I'm saving trying to get it to run. The top doesn't stay on quite right because I had to do my own wiring to see if I can get it to run. So this is 1966, so that's what, like 69 years ago, is it? That can't be right. Was it 40 years from... No, it's not, is it? It's 50 something, is it? 66 to 2006 is 40 years. 44 would be 2010. 54 would be 2020. 57? I don't know. Anyways, it's old and discovered, much like I am getting, but we shall see now whether it will run. And I'm really nervous about this because I put the batteries in and it didn't do anything. And I'm kind of hoping that the way I've put them in now is going to work. And I'm going to look really silly if it doesn't. But it's always nice to have a surprise. And it makes an interesting noise anyways. So I'm going to couple that up, hopefully. I only have a circular track. I'd love to get some straight track and make a bigger circuit so I could run it outside. I was going to do that in the summer, but I couldn't get a hold of straight track. So I don't actually know how the controls work. So this is, I think this is supposed to switch the direction. And then there's another one on the other side which says R. So I think hang on, so that was reverse, wasn't it? So that's forward. And if I put this in the middle, gently, there we go. It's live. We now have a running Timex in O-gauge. Unfortunately, you can't control the speed, but can move the camera so you can see it going around. It just shows you how much bigger O-gauge is than double O, but it's also quite a tight radius. I imagine if you set up a radius of third radius track or whatever it is, a Hornby track or something, it would be kind of the same size. And the rails are all kind of like warped slightly, and they sort of bend down as it goes past. I'm trying to think now, I'm trying to get it right. 66 in 2006 is 40 years. So 2020 is another 14 years. That's 54. 57. I don't know. But I'm amazed that it still works because it's corroded on the bottom plate underneath the battery compartment. But yeah, it's going around nicely. So I'll leave you just looking at that a second. I'm going to stand in the way and I'm going to get my what's it called? My next trains up. This. One of the motor movies. So if I stop this now in the right place, if I put my finger by the side of it and knock off the power, and show you now inside the lid under the roof is the batteries. So these are 4D type batteries, and that's why it probably is why it's going so fast. If you wire it up the way it's supposed to be, then it's only using like these ones for forward and these ones for reverse, so it'll be going half as fast. So that's the Blue Flyer, and I'm going to move the camera back up now while I'm setting up these other trains, so you're not getting too dizzy. Ooh. And you might be able to see over in the far corner on the left is the breadboard with the Kato switches hanging off of it. That is the new N-gauge railway that I'm working on. My chat thing has lost signal. It's alright because I don't know that anyone's actually talking. I've got some Pullmans here to put on this train. whether it works or not. So I'm actually going to mismatch them slightly because they're all there's a Hornby Railroad Pullman, and then there's going to be a Triang Pullman. So I've got Car 65 and Aurelia, I think that's what she's called, and Car 79. It's nice to be able to have two Pullman trains. You can have like one up, one down. So I've got two trains there, and I'm going to choose this one, which goes that way round. See, this is all the stuff that I cut out of normal videos. It's kind of difficult to cut out when you're doing this live. Before I had the chat up and there were people around, and I was talking to them while I was doing it, so it wasn't too bad. We'll get these set up and running. And so, on the outside line, I have these Pullmans, pulled by the LBSCR E4 by Bachmann. I like using this on this train because it's like the Beaglington Bell, or my version of like the Brighton Bell, or the Southern Bell really. That's a nice fancy boat train. It's got lit lamps in one of the coaches. And then on the middle line, I have Class 40 D61, or is it 261? That's it. D261, which is the one from Thomas the Tank Engine. Although it's actually a Lima model of the real locomotive. And then on the inside line, I have the Andrew Barclay with the vintage train, made up of my blue and black Triang rocket coach, my Hornby blue open rocket coach, and an LSWR brake band. I probably could have used the NCD brake band, but I've been using the LSWR one with my vintage train, and the NCD brake band is very, very light, and so is the rest of this train, so I don't really want it falling off the rails too easily. And let's make sure we can see the bridges. Sorry about that. I don't want that. First, that's the clip. Let's just change the angle again. Inconvenient, but I need to go and take a photo for you. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. My partner's in Killarney and she was just ringing to find out whether I wanted Hornby or Railway Modeller magazine, and I said I wanted Railway Modeller. So, how nice. I had to go and do that, but every time we tried to call each other back on Facebook Messenger or whatever, we kept missing each other's calls. So, that's that done at least anyways. New issue of Railway Modeller coming my way. Yes, we've got the container wagons going past there. I have one other container wagon. Those are all glued on, and I have another one that has 2 other containers. But I need more variation, would be nice. We've got the Pullmans there. You can probably see the lights of those going around. I'll try and slow the Barclay down a bit though. Yeah, slow the engines down a bit so we can get a better look at them. We'll pop over to the station side. Over here. There we go. Pop that there. And set down here. There we are. I'm just checking. Yeah, I'm just checking. Look, that's you on the screen. Can you see? So, I've got those running in a minute, and I'll get some other trains on. Fun, I would do my checking on the tool, so I want to probably know what people. Yeah. What would you like that? Yeah, I mean, I've not got too much planned besides Halloween and Christmas. I'm thinking of doing maybe 2 or 3 episodes of Beaglington-On-Sea just in November, just ordinary ones. Yes, you can join in. And then I'm thinking maybe, as well as the Christmas special, just doing some sort of festive stuff throughout Christmas period, the Winterval, with my other shows as well, so maybe something from Beyond Beaglington. Maybe I could decorate Project Aldwin and actually do something about that railway. Obviously, after Halloween, I'll start releasing a video series of the Engage layout. I have 4 episodes filmed, but I don't have the 4th one edited, and I have some fillets that I need to do for those, about fillets. And then, by the time they go out, I should have most of the, the big scene of jobs done. And it's going to look really good. So I'm hoping I'll have it nice when it gets to Christmas. I'll be able to show you that. And it's pretty awkward that in videos, oh, I've got this to show you, that to show you, but I can't show you yet because it is a bit of a tease. But they will be there. They will be done. I wonder if I could build an overage there or something. Oh, mustn't do that. I've got too much on the go. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's pouring rain outside. The clothes I put on the washing line are now getting soaked, and the clothes source out there is also fallen over. Oh well, that's a problem for after trains. So, I think I'm going to change over to one last set of trains. That's up here. Ready to go. Stop the battery. And we can stop the possibility. That one. Yeah, I know. Well, I can't just leave them on the railway first. The other trains would run into me. What? Right, you know what we do? We can run the Barclay into that siding there. I'll just move one of those engines there, and we can actually run the Barclay. Oh, we want to do that, let's get cracking to the peg it. There we go. There we go. A little too far. There we go. Don't often use the sidings that much. I don't really get that much chance to do something. So I'm going to put that train on that way. With that coach. And that engine. And then that coach on that line. Good. That there, and it'll disappear behind the railway for a second. Oi! Cause a rock slide. And then right, that one's working. We'll just wait for this to come around here, and I'll take it off. So, pop that there. This is going to be a nightmare to cover, so maybe I'll wait until tomorrow. Take off the pawns, remove those, as they're a bit precious. And we can run that. Go for a bit of a western flavour. Kind of running throughout this this episode. I have my trains set up, so that was a bit quicker than before. And it will run. But I'm going to show you something first, which I bought on eBay. I don't know if it's an original photo, I think it's just a print. But it's of Kersaleen, which is the next town over, on the 15th of April, I think 1955. And it's a photo of the engine shed. And it was taken by the railway photographer H.C. Casserly. And so this is from the turntable looking towards, you can see the engine shed near my thumb and the water tower and the signal box in the distance. And so in my Engage series, I'm hoping to do a little bit about the Kersaleen branch as well, because obviously the railway that I'm imagining in my Engage series would have ran from, I don't know, from between Kersaleen and Renard or somewhere down to Waterville. So that's kind of where I've got this idea from, that it could have been there. But that'll get explained in the video. But this is quite a cool picture because it's also got the edge of the station in it as well. So that's something I got, and it cost me something like £1.50. So it was a very good bargain, and it's something nice to look at. So on the inside line, I'm going to be running the Barclay off the rails, because I never changed the points. I've got the eponymous retro pub as the Tipfield Thunderbolt, because obviously Rapido's Tipfield packs are now going to be available. We're a proper crew on her though, we don't have the clergy. Perhaps I could paint some to go on it. I really must get the tender for it, anyway. And then on the outside line, I have the London Transport Beaglington 45 SX with some Great Western rescue coaches. And on the middle line, with sound, we have, it's a bit jumpy, we have Duck, the Great Western engine, putting a VR auto coach to Crimson and Cream with passengers fitted. There we go. I'll try and move the camera so I can show you. You make a mess of it first. You really have. Yeah, the rest of the folks do. Come on. Deal with it. Do you have any power to the inside line? No. Oh dear. Right, okay. So, it seems to have lost power to the first radio surface. I'm going to go over the railway and see what the story is. Come on. Ow. Thanks for that, sir. First time, give me a hand with the wiring. First, there's a train there. Mind your foot. Sorry, I think I'm wrong. Alright, that's the right thing to do. Now. Got it. There you go. A few running more pairs. One at the end. Turn that down a bit now. Well, at least I got them working. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever own one of the Titfield train packs. I'd like to own the buffet car. It'd be quite cool because obviously I've made my own version of Thunderbolt and the coach and what's it called? I've got the brake van as well. So I've got my own version. Okay, that wire is fixed. So the other side working. I mean, it's simple. This doesn't happen on other live streams, does it? You can railways be rewired at the same time. I don't know. I'm not seeing this. Seriously, I thought we were going to get to the horse about something going on. Oh my god. The 2 engines on the London set. We'll see. That's perfect. That's connected. That's connected. Oh well. No, I don't think I can fix it. Let's go fix it for you. Something always goes wrong, doesn't it? Well, at least up on the prairie seems to be having a good time. I mean, I can bring this around here and show you this view. While I fight with this wire situation. I actually can't see what's wrong with this. That was really short anymore. Uncomfortable control. Aha! No, it's gone again. Something must be causing a short somewhere. I just can't figure it out. It's not the wires under the railway because they're not next to each other. It's not a power plug from what I can see. It's just a bit strange. The three lines aren't connected to each other, so the other controllers can't be affecting it. What if I plug that in the back controller? There we go. Got a bit of a chase going on. Oh dear. It looks like the LBSC train is giving the retro pod a bit of a hand. So there seems to be a problem with my red knob controller, and I don't know what it is. So that means it's going to need replacing. And, well, I don't think I can do that. I've had a bit of bad luck lately, anyways. With electric things. Helping board, that controller. Okay. Oh well, at least they're all running now. Direction. Here comes Doc. You might get to see the passengers now inside the coach. Back in there. I suppose I better stop those trains in a second. Let's take it back around to the station. there's the two elements up there, and then there's a canister on there, and go up there. Yes, of course. Yeah. So that's probably all I've got time for this live episode of Beaglington-On-Sea. Wasn't quite as good as the last one, maybe because I decided to try and do it completely, well, almost completely unprepared, because I thought it would be interesting to try. It's been a bit dark in here, which probably hasn't helped the video quality, and I have no idea what's happened to the inside line controller, so that's going to be a bit of an issue with running things on my specials, but we'll try and get that sorted out. As ever, it's never a dull moment here in Beaglington. There's always something going wrong or having a crash or something. Just seems to be something about Beaglington-On-Sea that brings that out in the railway. Which has been relatively well behaved, haven't you? Not torn up too much of the railway this time. Not knocked any diesels off of the railway either. He says, no, not yet. You haven't put enough on. No, I kept it more steamy today, didn't I? Yeah. Put a little hole in the cliff there, though. To do some repair work over the winter, maybe. It's a very hairy looking cliff as well. Sorry, am I keeping you up? Right, well anyways, thank you all of you who tuned in live, and everyone else who will hopefully tune in after this has gone out. Thank you very much for joining us, and don't forget you can like, share, comment, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. I have a brand new title sequence that I'm going to start using for videos after Halloween. And I'm hoping you'll like it. It's fairly simple, yeah, but it's nice. So you'll see that in due course, and we'll see you again for another episode of Beaglington-On-Sea, and maybe another episode of Beaglington-On-Sea live, but we'll see how the time goes. So thank you very much, and we're off. And if it allows me to do it, I'll add the subscribe bubble in the playlist thing, but I don't know because this is a live one. So from me and Smushbus, it's goodbye. You gonna say goodbye, Smushbus? Smushbus? No, he's too busy cleaning himself. Anyways, ta-ra.